is in sight. That Christmas is almost upon us when your Christmas tree looks like this. I mean, think about how it looked on Vlogmas day 1 versus Vlogmas day 24. There are literally presents spilling out from under the tree. I still have a couple I need to wrap and pop under there as well. And I don't think there's any room. I don't think we have any room for any more presents. Oh my goodness me, that is when you know that the end is in sight. Well, good morning, Mon Petit, and welcome back to Vlogmas day 24. I'm not gonna lie, it feels very fitting to be stood here in the kitchen, the exact same position that we stood all those many daily vlogs ago on Vlogmas day 1 to introduce Vlogmas 2024. And here we are. It is Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. Happy Vlogmas day 24. We have reached the end. It is the final vlog, and I always get a little bit emotional at the end of Vlogmas. I am not gonna lie, I am not ready for the daily vlogs to end. I have just been loving doing Vlogmas this year. I feel like this has been the most fun I've ever had throughout Vlogmas. I have so enjoyed spending every single day with you guys, and I hope you have enjoyed too. If you have, I would actually love to know what has been your favorite vlog, your one favorite vlog in the entirety of Vlogmas. There's 24 days to choose from, and I would love to know which has been your favorite. I think for me, it's either the Bicester vlog, because we just had such a fun day, shopping, filming, having a really lovely girly time, or going to see the wedding venue, which I know you only got the smallest little sneak peek of, but it just feels really special to have seen it at this time of year, and it's really starting to make it feel real that the wedding is fast approaching. The wedding planning has begun. I can't wait to marry Alex. It's just going to be so fun. So I just made myself my morning cup of coffee, and today is a prep day. If I haven't mentioned 10,000 times already, we are hosting Christmas. Alex's parents are going to be arriving tomorrow, and all the festivities can start. So I need to get their room ready. I need to basically get the house ready. I ran out to M&S this morning, I'm not gonna lie, because I heard that the Madeira cakes are in, and I wanted to have a lovely cake ready for their arrival, because I don't think I'm gonna have any time to make anything today, because it is just full-on prep mode. And these Madeira cakes at M&S are the best Christmas Madeira cakes you could ever get. They are just the perfect like amount of icing. It's got really thick icing at the top, really lovely and like moist. I know, sorry, I know a lot of people hate that word, but a really lovely moist cake. So perfect as a little sweet treat throughout Christmas. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not as if we don't have enough already. We've got Quality Street ready to open. We've got cakes ready to open. I'll probably do some baking in between now and New Year's that we'll have just to snack on, but you can't have enough drink, cheese, or sweet treats in the house at Christmas. You can never, the limit does not exist. You can never have too much. So I just want to say a little good morning, a little hello. I hope you have enjoyed Vlogmas so far, and I hope you enjoy today, my little Christmas day prep, getting the house ready to host Christmas for the first time ever. It's so lovely hosting Christmas in our new home, our first home, our first Christmas. Oh, this year has just been so special. One thing that I do want to do today is a little bit of a practice tablescape of the new kitchen table, because I could not tell you the last time I had a rectangular table. And I don't want to be flapping about on Christmas Day trying to think about how I want to style this, the decor that we want to use. I kind of just want to have it like there and ready so that I can throw it on Christmas Day as Alex is cooking away our Christmas dinner. And I just want it to be really magical. It's nice that there's only 4 of us, because I feel like 4 is always a little bit easier to do with regards to tablescape. So I thought I could spend a little bit of time now just having a little bit of a play about, see how I want to decorate it, see how we want it to kind of be like styled up as almost like a practice round before Christmas Day. Right, let's start with moving this out of the way, because I want to start with a complete blank canvas, and I'm definitely thinking green being the main colour scheme. I want it to be really festive, a little bit of foliage, a bit kind of like forest vibes. I think will be really cool. So I'm thinking of using my Cezanne tablecloth. This is a beautiful like hand embroidered tablecloth that I got from Cezanne Home, but I don't want to completely cover the entirety of the table. So I'm thinking of doing this as like a runner. I've seen people do this online where they kind of like fold it into itself and then just kind of scrunch it along and like have it really wild and wonderful. And then you can kind of like put foliage around it, you can put candles and stuff on it. And the middle bit of the runner, the middle bit of the tablecloth is the most beautiful part. I kind of wish this had come in just a runner, because I think personally I prefer runners on my table, because I do find that sometimes a full tablecloth can almost take away from your table a little bit, and when you're spending this much money on a beautiful new dining table, you don't want to completely cover it. So I'm thinking that could be really, really lovely. We could maybe add some foliage in the middle, some candles. I think that works really well. Let's add the placemats just so I know where everybody is going to be sitting. I think purely for aesthetic purposes, I'm going to pull the table out on Christmas Day and have us kind of four like this, because I think having two on the end can sometimes be a little bit, just a little bit messy. Right, we need to put that in a little bit more. It's really handy to know exactly how much room you have. Oh, actually, I'm really happy with how this looks as a runner. I think that's really lovely. Gosh, this is making it feel really real now that we are actually hosting, that we are having Christmas in our own home. The pressure is on. Of course, my new candlesticks from the Garden Society, the beautiful Christmas tree candlesticks. I'm so excited to light these on Christmas Day. They fit beautifully in the candelabras as well, the little candlestick holders. These are from the White Company, and I love them because obviously they just go with absolutely everything, no matter what tablescape theme you've got, no matter what color scheme you're going for. I feel like it's really handy having completely glass clear candlesticks. And I feel like it's going to mean that the candles actually really make a statement in the table. Oh yes, that is really, really cute. If I do one this side and one that side, oh, I love that. I'm also thinking that just a little bit of foliage on the runner would be really, really nice, just to bring in that kind of like wild, wonderful aspect. You know, I love everything to be wild and wonderful, and I really, really like this. This is one that I got on Amazon last year. So affordable, but I feel like it really makes an impact having a little bit of greenery in terms of faux foliage on the table. And then more candles, because for me, the cozier, the better. We've got the gorgeous L'Occitane candles in Vivienne and Lavant. So incredible. I'm not going to put them too close to the foliage because we don't want any nightmares happening on Christmas Day. We don't want any fires starting. And I also love using these on tablescapes. These are a couple of rechargeable lamps, which I think are out of battery. I do think I need to give them a charge up before Christmas Day. And they just create so much like ambiance. We are not main light people in this house. We are cozy light people. I love having lamps. I love having like cozy, really lovely dim lighting, especially when you're having dinner. And I feel like at Christmas dinner, that is lovely. So I'll leave these linked down below because they were so affordable. But I feel like especially when it comes to a tablescape and just adding that like cozy vibe, they are so effective. So we don't want them to be in the middle. It's something you do want to consider, is obviously as you're sitting eating, you don't want it to be like too in your face. So I think one on either end is perfect. One down this end, and then one maybe just tucked in on this end. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Oh, I'm loving how this is coming together. I feel like we need a little bit more festiveness in there, so I'm gonna add my little Christmas tree ornament, which I absolutely adore. And I don't think I've shown you this yet. This was a lovely early little Christmas gift from a friend of mine, and it is an adorable little lit up Christmas house. Look how cute that is. I feel like that's gonna make a perfect addition on the table. Of course, my Portmeirion holly and ivy dish deserves pride of place on the tablescape. Right in the middle, pride of place. And I don't think we need much else. I think I'm just gonna add the glassware to see what that looks like, just to kind of finish the look. I'm gonna do wine glasses because we'll probably have been having fizz all morning, so I think we'll switch to the white wine at dinner. And I think that is our Christmas Day tablescape done. I am so happy with how this has turned out. I thought it was gonna take me ages, to tell you the honest truth, but it just kind of formed itself. We've really leaned in on the beautiful green theme. I feel like the green is just so timeless and classic, absolutely stunning for a Christmas tablescape. And then we've got the little pops of white, which I really like. I love the fact that we've got these like really natural kind of like jute table mats, because I feel like they don't detract from the tablescape. They allow that to kind of like have the full effect, and yet they still tie in really nicely. They're really natural. They look beautiful with the oak of the table. I think that's just so beautiful. What's that? Let's get that off. So beautiful. I feel like this is going to be perfect on Christmas Day. Nothing too OTT, especially considering that there's just 4 of us. I honestly am so excited for when we host more guests around and we can extend the table out to 8 to 10 people. It's just going to be so lovely. So we've got the gorgeous candles from Loxtown, which honestly just smell absolutely incredible. I love having the Portmeirion dish, pride of place, in the middle. I just love the holly and ivy collection that they do. It's just absolutely beautiful. The little kind of like pops of white with the Christmas tree. I love the candles. I really love the like lack of branding on these candles because I think it just really adds to the tablescape. And as I've said, these aren't scents that I find too strong. So I think they're going to be really nice and natural as you're eating at your Christmas dinner. I can't get over how beautiful these Christmas tree candles from the Garden Society are. They are just incredible and go so well in the candlesticks. I love my little addition, this little tree house, which is so cute. It is supposed to be a Christmas tree ornament, but I think it works really well styling up on the table. I'll have to make sure that the lamps are fully charged, ready for Christmas Day. And then, as I said, I assume white wine glasses because we'll probably have been on fizz all day. But what I quite like is that these have like the gold accent and my other glasses do have little pops of gold. So I think either way it's going to work really well. Oh my goodness, that is our Christmas Day tablescape ready to go. I am so in love with how this looks. I feel like it's just come together really beautifully and it's getting me so excited to host for Christmas. I just called Alex down to get his stamp of approval on the tablescape and he pointed out something that I hadn't actually realized myself, but the green theme on the tablescape matches almost perfectly with the green theme we've got going on in the living room and really pulls together the dining table with the living room. And this is something that I feel like has been such a journey and a process since being in the new house, is the cohesion that I like to have running through the house. You want every room to have its own identity, but at the same time having those like color schemes that weave in and out, having the pops and the accents is just so important to bring that cohesion into your home. I actually feel like I need to almost do like a bit of an updated home tour because especially with regards to the festive home decorations, I feel like there's been quite a lot of new additions that have been added in throughout the month and I feel like it's looking quite different to how it looked on Vlogmas Day 1, in particular the gorgeous new little candle tea light holder from the Garden Society, which I absolutely adore. I love how it looks on the coffee table. Our coffee table that matches perfectly with our dining table. My wreath, which you obviously would have seen in Vlogmas Day 3. My goodness me, that feels like a lifetime ago. I've actually styled up this area a little bit differently as well. You won't have seen my new lamp, which I've added in, which I am not going to lie is the bargain of the century. And this is exactly why I love shopping antiques fairs. I love shopping secondhand. I love shopping at like vintage markets because I actually found the stand by itself. I found the stand at an antiques fair for £4, and this was months ago and I hadn't actually done anything with it, but I really wanted to get the house ready for Christmas, particularly, you know, when you've got guests coming, you just want to kind of complete those areas that you've been putting off. And I found this gorgeous like scalloped shape lampshade from Dunelm in the most perfect shade green colour. I mean, this matches so well with the rest of our living room and it only cost, I think it was £6. So all in all, this beautiful lamp was a tenner. And I honestly could not be happier. And I feel like it really adds a little something because when we took away the olive tree from this corner, I kept feeling like it was really bare and just wanted to add a little bit of coziness. As I said, we're not main light people, we're lamp people. So the more lamps, the better in my opinion. And I love how it ties in with the wreath that I made at the Jo Malone masterclass. Honestly, it feels like a lifetime ago that we did that. I've got gorgeous little decorations on the shelves, just added like little Christmas trees and everything that you would have seen at the beginning of Vlogmas. But what you won't have seen yet is all the Christmas cards that have been accumulating, which is just so lovely. We've had so many cards. And have a look at this one. This is so beautiful, from Alex's parents. They always do such a good job of finding like specific Christmas cards. So like my son and his girlfriend, and now obviously my son and his fiance, which is so lovely of them. They've said they are so excited to come and spend Christmas with us, which obviously we are too. And then the tablescape, oh my goodness me, especially with the sun shining in. Oh, I really hope we get sunshine on Christmas Day. I feel like it makes such a difference. I'm obviously going to move the chairs around the back. We do have a bench that I could move in actually if we wanted to just do bench seating at the back if we do have 6 people around, but obviously for the time being just the four of us, and I love how this looks. I love how wild and wonderful. It's very me, and I love the green theme. Honestly, this Cezanne tablecloth is absolutely beautiful. I wish they had done it as a runner, because I just think it works even better as a runner with the beautiful embroidered leaves, especially with the foliage on top. I think just looks so, so lovely. And how sweet is it next to the Christmas tree? Oh my goodness me, this is getting me so excited for Christmas Day. Do we have any more updates in the kitchen that I've not shown you? Obviously, we've got my little slice of lime wood, which is always Alex's favourite spot as well. It's so funny because he laughed at me when I did this, but he loves sitting here. His mum also loves it, just to have like your morning tea, your morning coffee, stick the radio on. I've got my gorgeous little H&M throw, which I got a couple of years ago, which is in like a lovely burgundy colour, just again to add those pops of red, and it just helps like flow through the house. We've got the red down here, the red on the tree, and again just like brings it all in together, and I love it so, so much. We've got a few little pops of red over here. Oh, and I've not actually shown you, as you can see, we've got a couple of little cupcakes left, our new fridge. Very exciting delivery. Got a new fridge for Christmas because we needed it. We have really, really needed it. We had an old built-in fridge, which we inherited with the house, and it just wasn't big enough. It was quite old. It was just not ideal. So Alex ripped out the old one, and we've got a new gorgeous Bosch fridge, which we got in black because, as I've said, sometimes when you move into a home, it tells you what you need to add to it. It tells you what colour scheme you need to abide by. It tells you what accents you need to appreciate. And we obviously have a lot of black in the kitchen. So we have the black of the range cooker. We've got the black of like the handles. Obviously the floor's quite a dark colour. So we really wanted to lean into these pops of black. And I think it looks gorgeous in the corner with that fridge. It's so funny how our kitchen like bends around. So many people don't realize that we have this whole extra section in the corner here, but yeah, it really ties in. We've got the fridge, we've got the range, and then obviously we've got the black legs on the table, and I just love how much it ties in together. I feel like it's really bringing cohesion into our new home and just makes it feel like it flows so much better. So yeah, I'm really happy with how the tablescape has come together. It's making me feel really, really ready now for Christmas Day. So I've just been getting the guest room ready with fresh towels, fresh linens, making it really nice and cozy when Alex's parents arrive. And speaking of coziness, I have a bit of a tradition with myself that I like to do every Christmas, where I treat myself to some new pajamas and some new skincare that I get to use on Christmas Eve. And I've got a couple here to choose from, so I need your help in deciding which are going to be my Christmas Eve pajamas and then which are just going to be my kind of like festive PJs, because I really like having lovely, beautiful pajamas that are super comfortable, but that like you're not embarrassed to walk around the house with. Especially when you've got guests, I feel like you need to be so much more considerate when you're like taking your makeup off in the evening, getting into PJs. You don't want to be walking around in like wholly old pajamas. You want something fresh and beautiful. So I've got a couple here from Victoria's Secret, which are honestly the softest, coziest PJs I think I have ever felt. I picked both up in a medium. And I first of all have this really gorgeous, just like very, very classic black piped pajamas. And I have to say these are actually my favorite style because I feel like they are so comfortable, yet look the most elevated. Like I feel like you look like you've got your bish together when you wear a pair of PJs like this. So I love the fact that you've got the kind of like pink piping detail to it. They are long sleeved and long trousers. And obviously you've got the kind of like collar detail at the top. I honestly cannot tell you how soft these are. These are going to be so lovely to snuggle into on Christmas Eve. Oh, it's going to be really difficult not wearing them already, not getting them on tonight, but I'm going to save them so they feel really nice and fresh and special on Christmas Eve. So we've got the trousers and the top, which I am so in love with. These feel so cozy. And then the other pair are a little bit more fun, and I thought these again could be really cute to wear on Christmas Eve, because I don't know about you, but we do a vast majority of presents still in our pajamas. So I want to wear like nice pajamas. And when I saw these beautiful striped, they're like a brushed cotton pajama on Victoria's Secret, I just fell in love. What size did I get this in? Because this feels a little bit bigger than the other size, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is a medium as well, but they definitely feel a bit like looser and bigger. I don't think you need to size up in Victoria's Secret pajamas. They do come a little bit oversized. So again, we've got long trousers with a little pink stripe and the shirt, and I just thought these would be so lovely. Maybe I go for these, my actual New Year's Eve ones, because I think it'll look really cute getting photos, unwrapping stockings in these pajamas. And then the black ones are my more kind of like throughout Christmas pajamas. I think that might be my best bet, but let me know which ones you prefer. I will leave the link down below if you do want to pick yourself up like a little last minute pair to enjoy throughout the crimbo limbo throughout the Christmas period. And then skincare wise, I don't know about you, but I go a little bit ham on skincare around Christmas time because I feel like the food that I've been eating, the drink that I've been consuming, it's not the best on my skin, and I just really want to be looking after it over the Christmas period. And I also feel like it's the one time of year that I have to really pamper myself. I'm not the busiest person in the world, let's be honest, but I just never seem to find the time to do my skincare normally throughout the year, and I'm not the best at sticking to like a really regular routine. Whereas during the crimbo limbo, I feel like I have a lot more time on my hands, things have slowed down a bit, I feel like the world just stops during this period, which is always my absolute favorite. No work emails are pinging, no deadlines need to be hit. Like, it is the loveliest, quietest time you ever experience. So it's really nice to like lean into that pamper time, lean into that skincare. It's the only time of year that you can actually have time to give yourself a pamper, do a face mask and all of that jazz. So I have picked myself up a lovely face mask. This is a Current Body Skin face mask, and as you know, I've got my Current Body LED light mask, which I will be using every day. One of the things I love about the LED light mask is it's not a product that you can like go overboard with. Like, there is no such thing as too much light therapy on your skin, so you could use it twice a day if you wanted to. I think once a day is probably all I'm going to be doing, but I thought this could be another kind of like injection into my skin. This is the Hydrogel face mask, so really lovely, really nourishing, particularly at this time of year. You know, when you're like going in and out of the house, you're out on like cold winter walks, you're coming back to central heating, it can be quite grating, quite drying on your skin. So this is just going to give me a real shot of hydration. Speaking of hydration, I always find that my lips at this time of year, oh my goodness me, do they need hydration. So I got a little mini of the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Lip Repair Balm, and I do love it in the pot because I just feel like it's a little bit more accessible for your lips. I find I can get Alex to use this a little bit more as well whenever he gets dry and chapped lips, so I always love to have a little fresh one of those to treat myself to on Christmas Eve. Now for moisturizer, I feel like I've been adding quite a few really lovely, really luxurious moisturizers into my collection, but if there is one brand that I absolutely adore and don't find myself reaching for as much, but every time I do, I notice the difference, it is Medicate. I love Medicate products. I've got the Advanced Night Restore Rejuvenating Multi-Ceramide Night Cream. It's a really lovely, like really thick, really nourishing one that is just going to feel so luxurious to apply every night. And lastly, the product that feels like the biggest treat to add back into my skincare routine, something that I've not used for months, but just had to treat myself to open on Christmas Eve, the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Serum. This serum, oh my goodness me, it is a synchronized multi-recovery complex serum, and it's not oily, it's not greasy. I've got a full-size bottle, which I've not had for the longest time. It is the most luxurious thing to apply in the evening. I feel like this is just like a reset for your skin. You wake up, your skin is hydrated, your skin is glowy. I absolutely adore this. It's probably a bit late now to do any last minute Christmas shopping, but this would have been an incredible stocking filler, an incredible gift to receive under the tree. It just feels so special, and it's one of those products that I don't know a single person that doesn't love this once they use it. So it feels really, really exciting to have this back in my skincare routine, to have this back in my collection. I'm going to close it up because it's going to be a special treat to open on Christmas Eve, which, speaking of, I would love to know, seeing as though you are watching this on Christmas Eve, although are you? Are you saving this video to watch between the crimbo limbo, or are you watching it on Christmas Eve? Have you finished your wrapping? Have you finished your shopping? Are you doing the last minute rush where you're trying to like scramble and get things together like I feel like I am doing right now? Or are you really calm, cool, collected, and a little bit smug because you're all sorted for Christmas tomorrow? I'd love to know. Let me know what you are currently up to, but yeah, some lovely pampering goodies to treat myself to. I feel like nothing is more special than wearing a new pair of pajamas, using new skincare products on Christmas Eve. Nothing feels better. Well, I'm glad the guest room is organised and ready for Alex's parents' arrival. However, I have to say, the room we're currently in right now, my dressing room, is far from organised, far from sorted, far from Christmas ready. Truth be told, it is a complete state. Absolute state at the moment. I feel like I've just been so busy this December. I've obviously been doing styling videos over on my Instagram. I've done hauls to show you what's new in. I've been showing you what I'm wearing, what I'm styling. It has just gotten to a point of no return. I've barely recognize my dressing room at the moment. It is just such a state. So I wanted to dedicate a little bit of time this evening to just give it a little bit of a blitz, just give it like a pre-Christmas blitz, so that it's just like a nice organized space to be in, that I don't have to worry about it, I don't have to clean it in the crimbo limbo. And I have to say, usually in the new year, I quite like to do a bit of a like winter wardrobe refresh and a bit of a blitz, like a really deep blitz. So this is just kind of like a pre-Christmas blitz, a bit of a pre-Christmas dressing room clean, just to get it to a point where it's like really enjoyable to be in, and I don't have to like worry about the mess. I don't have to worry about the clutter that I've got in here. It's just like a blank slate ready for the Christmas period. So I'm gonna give myself an hour. I feel like I could blitz it in an hour. I feel like sometimes you need to give yourself a deadline, otherwise it can just, you can like let it go on for a little bit too long and you start getting a bit too deep. I'm gonna give myself an hour. I'm gonna play some Christmas music, get myself in the mood. So cue the time lapse. It's time for the pre-Christmas cleanup. Oh, there is nothing better than a nice, clean and tidy dressing room. My goodness me, did this room need it. I felt like I was doing a really good job with the rest of the house, keeping on top of the cleaning. I feel like knowing that guests were coming, I really wanted to make sure that their bathroom was ready, that their guest room was ready, that the rest of the house was just feeling really magical, really festive. And this was a room that I kind of just let fall by the wayside, fall into disarray. Is that the saying that I'm thinking of? So I used the full hour, the Christmas tunes playing, and I'm so happy with how it is looking. I feel like sometimes you just need to give yourself an hour just to blitz it. I didn't do any like clearing out, I didn't do any organizing in that sense. It was just tidying, sorting out, like folding my knitwear nicely to make sure that that's all put away. We've got my accessories up there, my cozies ready in the wardrobe, so that we are ready for the Christmas period. And it just means that during the crimbo limbo, I don't have to worry about where things are. I don't have to worry about hiding things. Like, it's just as organized as it can be. And then come the new year, we can do a big old winter wardrobe organize. So I'm so happy that I've gotten that done. I feel so much more Christmas ready now. I feel so much more prepared now that this room has just had the blitz that it needed. This is the bit where, I'm not gonna lie, I always get really shy and awkward when it comes to wrapping up the Vlogmas videos. It always feels very official. And it always feels like this is goodbye. And I have to say, this year in particular, it's definitely not goodbye. There might be a couple of sneaky little videos coming in between Christmas and New Year, because if you're like me, I always hate how little there is to watch at that time of year. And that's when I am chilling. That's when I'm at home, when I'm wanting to have a little bit of entertainment. So make sure you're subscribed, because I don't know where, I don't know when, I don't know what the schedule is going to be or when I'm going to be uploading exactly. So if you hit the subscribe button, it just means that the videos pop up in your subscription feed, or you can even turn the notification bell on, and then you can see if and when any videos come before the new year. So it's definitely not goodbye, but it is Merry Christmas. The last video before Christmas. I hope you are in the festive spirit. I hope you are so excited for Christmas Day with your friends, with your family, whoever you are spending it with. I hope you just have the most magical time. Make sure to slow down, make sure to soak up every moment that you can. And I just want to say the biggest thank you for following along throughout Vlogmas. I honestly have had the best time spending every day with you guys throughout December. It has been so much fun. It is a lot of work, but so much fun. So I'm so glad that you guys have been enjoying it. So I'm gonna end Vlogmas 2024 right here in front of the Christmas tree. There felt like no better place to end Vlogmas this year. So I hope you have the most magical, amazing Christmas, and I will see you guys soon. Goodbye.